Hi. I'm um having an amazing week. Let me just say. Um a lot of people don't know or didn't know that I had cervical and ovarian cancer. I found out a few months ago that I did, and so they immediately started the procedures. I had cryotherapy, radiation, chemotherapy, um, and because of my immune system, I wasn't able to to digest or intake huge doses of radiation and chemotherapy. Um, and even though the little that I did get made me sick, I was, still able to get like the little slow drip of, the necessary things. Anyway, so uh, they initially had plans to do surgery to give me a full hysterectomy and the whole bit, to remove everything. So we were preparing for that. Actually, it was scheduled for tomorrow, which is the 21st. Um, and so I went to, was it Tuesday? Tuesday. I had, my regular appointments for cryotherapy and radiation. So I did that for several hours, and it's so annoying, let me just say. But so I did that the whole day. I'm sorry for the glare, like the sun is really shining in my sunroom room. It's gorgeous outside, let me just say. For to be in Atlanta and to have had snow on the ground like a week ago. Anyway, it's gorgeous. It's like 70 degrees outside. Not more than that. Anyway, so back to my whole cancer situation. Now, the whole time, okay, I'm the kind of person, I think I've said this in one of my other blogs, that I'm the kind of person who doesn't really, I don't share much about myself when there's something, going on. Um, I just don't. It's weird to me. Let me see if I can get all the glare out. Well, was that better? A little bit, but whatever. Anyway, so I just kind of kept it to myself. I tend to internalize everything when there's something going on. So this time it was no different. Only so I can count on one hand how many people actually knew outside of my doctors. Um, excuse me, you guys know I burp, so don't try it. Um, anyway, so um, I had days where I didn't feel so good mentally, emotionally, and physically because I chose to go through this alone. Um, I gave my husband very minimal information, even. Um, I didn't allow him to go to my doctor's appointments with me or my friends or anything. I didn't allow it. I just kind of wanted to go through it on my own. And that's just me. When I'm sick, I do the same thing. I kind of just take care of myself. I don't know what it is. Like I hate I hate the pity party. I can't stand it. So I decided to opt out of, you know, having that part about it. That part around me, like with people and asking questions and that I wasn't interested in answering. I just kind of didn't do that. So that's why. So I think what I have created in people, let me just say this. the people that I did tell, this is how I told them. Listen, um, well, I have cervical and ovarian cancer, and don't make a big deal about it. It's just, it's fine. I'll be fine. It's don't do the if you need anything, don't do that. This is just me letting you know in case of whatever. So just for information purposes, I'm letting you know. So most of them, out of these people I can count on one hand, respected that. And the ones that didn't, I kind of avoided. Um, so, um, the Tuesday after my doctor's appointment, I would say about an hour after, I was on my way home, and I got a call from the doctors, and they told me that I am just about done with this whole cancer situation. They canceled my surgery because I don't need it. The cryotherapy is actually killing off the cancer cells. So I'm about 90% out of the woods. I have a few more sessions of therapy and radiation and a little bit of chemo. And let me tell you something. She lost nail hair. Not one. Well, I can't really tell because she got all her Brazilian in and whatnot. But but my eyebrows, I didn't lose any. From what I could tell, I didn't lose any hair. Um, and of course, I'm also taking Hairfinity too, so I don't know. But so I found out that I only have to do a few more cryotherapies to be cancer free. So I beat that shit. And going back to, how I tell people, not to make a fuss about it because I just can't. That's the reason why I don't tell people, because I don't want them to, go into. I don't want all that. So I think I've created in people. Um, I think people are afraid to be emotional in any way uh, when it comes to me. Um, so when I call, only one person did, and I'll tell you about that. So the people that knew yesterday, um, well, when I found out on Tuesday, got a phone call from me. And I let them know this good news, and I was all excited, and they were all great, cool, and I'm all yay, I'm all screaming and going crazy, and they're, oh, that's wonderful, and I'm like, why aren't people as excited as I am about this triumphant victory? Like, why not? And then I spoke to my sister yesterday, and she kind of um she said something that made me aware of why no one, aside from my darling grandmama who burst into tears, who I just love so much I could just squeeze her. She burst into tears, and she was just like so happy, and she's like, oh my God, I believe this. I've been praying for you, just crying, just the whole bit. Like, she responded like, I did. But my sister yesterday, she said, when I told her, well, I only told her about it yesterday because she forced me to call her, and I didn't. Anyway, so I called her, and I told her, the outcome of everything, and she was like, oh, okay, that's good. You know, I'm like, so I said to her, well, don't sound so excited. And she goes, and this checked me. She said, well, I don't know how to be emotional. Like, I can't be emotional with you one way or the other because, it's I don't want to, freak you out. And I didn't say anything to her about it, but I was just like, oh, that's why, you know, my husband only high fived me and was like, good job. And my girlfriends were like, cool. You know, that's why people were just like not as excited as I was, because I've kind of created that in people when it comes to me. And I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. I would rather have people not, you know, display, either way. If I get to avoid the part that makes me feel like a helpless patient, I don't like that. I just can't. It gives me anxiety and it depresses me beyond, and I don't want to be that way. So the way that I've handled things, which is by internalizing things, it's always worked for me since I was a child. It just always has. And I know people say that keeping things in is harmful, but I think I'm an exception to the rule. That doesn't count for me. It doesn't bother me at all, and that's just how I deal. And it's fine. So, although I was a little bit disappointed in the reactions or the lack thereof from, people before, I understand now that, people, I don't give people a chance to feel a way about, what's going on with me, because I'm so really, really strict on, please don't do that whole sympathy thing. I don't want it. So it's cool, but yay me, no cancer. So like, not a whole lot of people I'm aware get to beat this thing. There are a lot of people who don't make it out. Um, and by the grace of God, through a whole lot of prayer, um, I win. And that's a good thing. So, like, that's why I'm having such an amazing week with that. So, yeah, that's my good news for this Thursday. Um, I'm just, I don't know, like, it's kind of, it's it's kind of well, it's more than kind of, it's really weightlifting and relieving, that I could feel this way and I could say this, that I'm just about cancer free. Well, I'm cancer free. um and I love it because I love life, and I owe God so much, and I just have to figure out what it is that I could give him. I know nothing could ever be enough, but I must try to give him something that says thank you as much as I can, because I have to. I just have to, because I owe this all to God. He kind of drove the bus on this thing, and I was just a passenger, and I let him do his thing, honey. He came in and rocked out, like really, because this was, even though I didn't show it, this was a huge, huge thing for me. I have children, and I love to just stay around for them, and it's just amazing that I get to now. This won't be the thing that takes me out of here. It just won't. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about life, and that's that's kind of it. So guess who beat cancer, guys? I did. Anyway, so I thought I'd share that with you. And I really appreciate the support that I have gotten from the people who did know. I do appreciate it. And for the people who gave me well wishes that kind of found out on the side. And I do appreciate it all. And I appreciate everybody and all my family for the love and the prayers. And I just thank Jesus for just coming in and just being a cancer remover, honey. Yes, God. I do. I do. So, anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. And I do appreciate everybody again for listening to Little Old Me. Have a good day, people. Bye.